this the one that's working?
They should both be working now.
Okay.
Theoretically.
Cool. Well, in the last few weeks, I've come to the grinding realization that I'm actually a bisexual woman trapped in the body of an Iowa farm boy. So, does that make me gay or straight? And if I die, will I become a lesbian ghost? Well, that would be the perfect end of what's already been a tough, tough life. I've had such a hard life. It began right at the start. I was a preemie. I recently ran into one of the physicians who was in attendance, and he says, I still hold the world's record. I was the earliest and smallest. I was 8 months premature. I spent the first 6 weeks in the hospital in a petri dish. And when I was just a little shit, we lived next door to a Catholic church, and we're like not Catholic, so all the nuns used to just beat the crap out of me. Especially when I threw rocks at the stained glass windows, because all I had was rocks. My parents couldn't afford decent toys. Every summer they'd ship us off to my aunt and uncle out in Montana. That was always fun. They couldn't even swing bus tickets. My dad would go to the supermarket and get like a big cardboard box, and then my mom would throw in a thermos of Kool-Aid and a peanut butter sandwich and a headless Barbie doll and some beat-up Matchbox cars. And they'd throw my little sister and I in it and tell us it was hide and seek and tape it up and ship us off to Uncle Merle and Aunt Shirley. Now, Uncle Merle was stone cold fuck nuts. He was one of these, Montana rancher, anti-government tax protester wingnuts. And he was completely, totally paranoid. He was always seeing black helicopters. No, he wasn't delusional. He was seeing black helicopters, but they'd never land because they were scared shitless of the psychotic little fuck. Almost as much as my aunt. I mean, he had her cow. That woman wouldn't say shit if she had a mouthful. Uncle Merle always made my little sister and I sleep out in the barn with the horses, so we got hoof and mouth disease naturally. No, I had all the childhood illnesses, measles and mumps and chicken pox and scarlet fever and rabies and botulism and HIV. It was a rough childhood. Grade school wasn't a whole hell of a lot better. I was never the weirdest kid. There was always one kid in my class that was just stranger than me. I was like the lieutenant governor of getting picked on. Hey, weirdo! Chipmunk-faced Charlie is absent today. No! This carried right on into junior high and senior high. Now, when I was in senior high, all the jocks used to beat the shit out of me and call me faggot, because I would always lose the game for my team in fight. I was like super uncoordinated, and even though I was always the biggest kid in my class, it just totally erased any advantage I had in size and strength. All the jocks used to tie me to the back of their Camaros and drag my ass around the school. So that's why I always wore a heavy parka to school every day, even when it was 90 degrees. I'd sweat like a pig. I stunk like a homeless guy. And, this kind of lifestyle, it ages a person. By the time I was in my junior year, I could pass for 40, 45. So anytime somebody was having a party, guess who went to the liquor store? Finally, in my senior year, I got up guts enough to ask out the head cheerleader, Christine Atkinson. And part of my reasoning was that I looked mature. Hey, Chris, I was like wondering, would you like to go out with me Friday night? And she just tilts her little platinum blonde, empty head with a big smile on her face and says, "What do you teach?" Health class, Chris. I teach health class. Basically, how to stay a virgin until you're 30. I'll see you around, girl. Which I eventually did. After I barely graduated college, I just bounced, from one temp job to another. I eventually landed being the MC and the opening comedian at this strip club in our hometown. And one night I introduced Christine Atkinson. Oh my goddess, it's the cheerleader. So, after the show, I go up and reintroduce myself. And so we head down to the bar a couple doors down to have a few drinks. And after we sat down, she says, "So you're moonlighting as an MC. I'm just wondering, are you still teaching that health class?" Good night, ladies and germs.